No. Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. Putting a little bit of oil in the C8500. We are off to replace some culverts, but we got to pick up some stone first. I used to put a whole bunch of funnels together and run it all the way out. Now I just put one funnel down at the bottom and just kind of pour and hope I hit it. It works 90% of the time. So we're back for our second load of stone. You guys broke into a million pieces when you hit the pavement the first time. I've got about a gallon of super glue and a dozen hopes and dreams holding you together for the rest of this video. Not even sure if the audio is working, but we're going to try to make the best out of her. Gonna be a little bit different video today because the mount broke into a million pieces. I can still hold you and film, but I just cannot put you in all the crazy spots I like to normally. So we're up on top of a ridge right now. Absolutely gorgeous view that direction. That's the Ohio River if you can see it. What we're doing is we've got two culverts to replace up here, and this is the first one. It's an old steel culvert. See it smashed down on this side and smashed down on that side, and we're going to replace it with the double wall. Got a phone line and phone line. Let's see, this will start for us. Oh yeah, and I did check the oil on that as well. Your right, my left is my biggest concern. But if we follow right where the steel pipe is, should be okay. No intention of saving anything here, we're just gonna haul it off for scrap. here's what we ended up with. Wheel packed it, graded, wheel packed, graded, wheel packed, graded, wheel packed up and down this way as well. Should be packed pretty tight. This is all I wanted, just access to this little field here. Maybe a future driveway, but not at this point in time. So let's get that hauled off, and I think we've got a little bit left in the bed yet. Well, probably a lot of it. Oh yeah, we still pretty much have the whole load yet, which is great. Ugh, there we go. Mike needs this truck later today to haul some topsoil, so I'm gonna go ahead and dump the rest of this with the first load we brought, run this truck down to Mike, and then we'll get started on culvert number 2, which will be like traveling in time. This is a home that we built whenever Mike used to do home construction, probably 10 years ago. Back when I used to work for him full time. That's kind of neat working back up here again. That ought to work all right. Easy, bud, easy now. And nice and gentle. Perfect. There's a scrap pile. Hey, now wait a minute. Hold the phone, fellas. I saw something cool. You can see some previous culverts we've gotten rid of. Parts of the Subaru. Look at this fella. And the drawers work in the scrap pile. Oh. I do believe I'm gonna have to make a phone call and see if Mike will let me snag this. Look at that. Hey, you might be asking yourself, where would you put that? I don't know. Somewhere. Just look at the view from up here. It's gorgeous. Sorry, is it in here? There you go. Is that better? All right, here is culvert number 2. There's not a whole lot left to this one. This is the main drive to their house. I mean, there's really not anything left at all. I believe it was a 20-foot stick. Looks like it was probably single wall. I don't know if this is an add-on or the whole culvert. We're getting ready to find out. Now what we're going to do is 30 feet of the good old double wall. And we've got a phone line again, but it's way up here out of the way. So we should be okay. This is why I always joke about single wall. It never holds up. And whoever put this in approximately 10 years ago, who looked very similar to me 10 years younger, probably has learned that lesson by now. But people always ask, I did used to work for Mike, or Dirt Perfect, full-time back in the day. I did that for about 5 years. And then I left construction to join the fire service. Been doing that for 7 years now, maybe? I don't know, I'm never very good at math. Now I just work for him part-time on my days off, which works out pretty well for both of us. I can do these little small jobs, these little small local jobs that aren't really time crucial, time sensitive, just whenever I get a chance on my off days. And then he can focus on the big jobs. He doesn't have to pull off of a lake job or a pond job to come do something like this. So here's how that head wall turned out. We're not taking it all the way out to the road. The HOA has a easement right away, so we're kind of trying to stay where we need to as far as the head wall goes. We'll just kind of fade that gravel in. I think that'll work just fine. Got that all picked up and out of the way. The next step, you can see out in the gravel, there's just kind of a bunch of weeds and stuff. Nothing crazy going on. Then we still have this fresh stone. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the road drag. We're gonna run back and forth a whole bunch of that road drag. We're gonna kind of break up the existing stone, break up those weeds, level everything out. And then we'll sprinkle all this new stone on top of it. Try to make it look real nice, real nice. Here's what it looks like after a few passes. You can kind of see, now it's not clean and polished yet, but it does a real good job of getting that grass peeled up and kind of reclaiming what was underneath. The next step, we're going to take our pile of stone, just kind of sprinkle her around. Started running the drag here just a little bit already. I'm getting ready to stick you on the thing because it's got to be the most satisfying part of the whole job. But this is what it looks like when I get done with the bucket stage. It just looks, you know, terrible. But I just kind of bust the pile out. No point in getting fancy whenever we got the fancy tool on the back. You do have to watch for the rocks, so I got to pick a couple of these up. That'll ruin a good clean line. So it is the following morning. We got just a little bit left. We got to finish up there. We're gonna need a trailer because we're hauling the 304 out. Mike already had her backed up to the trailer this morning. He used the truck yesterday to haul some topsoil to another job. He's got her ready to go for me. I just need you to get in there. There we go. So this is the last little bit we have. I'm probably not going to build much of a head wall. I may take some bigger rocks and just throw them up there. But the biggest thing is, since we made the culvert 30 foot longer, not 30 foot longer, 10 foot longer, so it's a total of 30 feet, we came up the ditch a little bit, so I wanted to drop that entrance down. Just a touch. Keep the culvert down below that stone so it's not coming up through over time. I just got to kind of reshape this. I'm hoping we can go right from there into there. That's how this all turned out. Not bad. Went over with a bucket, backtracked a little bit, and then just ran over a bunch of the tractor trying to get those fines to pack in. Definitely a huge improvement. Having that 30-foot entrance versus 20 is going to be nice. Here's what we ended up with here. You can see the actual road. It used to be from here to here whenever we used to live up here, and they just had millings, but then they paved it, but they only had enough to pave that single lane down. But it's supposed to be from there to there. That's why I stopped the head wall right there, in case they ever decide or get enough money to pave the rest of the way up. And this is how this one turned out. Got carried away talking to the homeowner. What a nice guy. It's just, I love this area. It's just the best people live where we live at, and I love doing the small local jobs for them. Mike did say I could snag this table out of the scrap pile, and that's a pretty daggone nice table, fellas. And there's quite a bit of angle on there too. So I got to figure that out somehow. Probably just use my tractor, honestly. I think it turned out great. Homeowner was happy. I sent Mike some pictures. Mike was happy with it. I'm headed back up to work on the chicken coop, which is going great, by the way. Hopefully a video coming out on that soon. And then after that, we're going to be back on the Subaru project. I want to keep going on that until we can at least get it rolling, you know, so we can kind of start using it around the property. And some people have been asking about the trade-up series. The L100 is gone. I mentioned that in a previous video, and the next project is already in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that one sold and gone as well, and then get the next one. So we'll do a couple trade-ups in one video. So that's going pretty good as well. That's all I got. I definitely appreciate you guys watching. Like I mentioned in the beginning, in the description, t-shirts are available, CaptainKleeman.com. It will say they're out of order. That's just because we don't have any stock. It's pre-order only. So if it says out of stock, you can still order it. Just click it. Do whatever you got to do. We definitely appreciate the support. As always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.